हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल। अब तक हमने एमाइन्स चैप्टर में डिफरेंट थिंग कंप्लीट किए। क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एमाइन, देन सेपरेशन ऑफ एमाइन बाय मिक्सचर ऑफ प्राइमरी हिंसबर्ग रिएजेंट्स, देन सिंथेसिस ऑफ एमाइन्स। आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं हॉफमैन रीअरेंजमेंट रिएक्शन। दिस इज द वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट मेथड फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ एमाइन molecules. Now in Hofmann reactions, the basic concept or thing is that whatever different type of amide we have, this amide can be converted into primary amine. So this compound whatever we have, it is a amide. Now amide when heated or reacted with bromine in alkaline medium, then bromine in alkaline medium when it is reacted or heated, then it gives us primary amine. Whatever primary amine obtained to us, it has a one carbon atom less, and we are getting some byproduct sodium bromide, then we are getting sodium carbonate or water molecules. This thing will be obtained as a byproduct. So the basic thing or thought of Hofmann rearrangement reactions, by using Hofmann rearrangement reactions, amide can be converted into primary amine. So here we have this Hofmann rearrangement reactions. Now, by using this Hofmann rearrangement reactions, just I have informed that amide can be converted into primary amine, and this method is applicable for both aromatic as well as aliphatic compound. Now it has some definite way of conversion of amide into amine. So let's start about mechanism of this. Now in mechanism can be divided in a main 5 step. In a step 1, we can say that formation of bromamide. Step 1, formation of bromamide. Now in this step, whatever amide molecule we have, this amide nitrogen having this hydrogen. Now this hydrogen are acidic in nature because carbon is a strong electron withdrawing group. So oxygen having a partial negative charge, carbon having a partially positive charge. So it will take electron from this nitrogen. Therefore nitrogen having a partially positive charge. So this hydrogen of amide having a acidic behavior or acidic character. Now hydroxyl ion, which is the best nucleophile, will attack on this acidic proton or acidic hydrogen and it remove in the form of water molecules. So hydroxyl ion will attack on this hydrogen. When it attack, the electron pair will be transferred on nitrogen. Nitrogen having already one non-bonding electron pair. So as a result, we will get this type of structure, RC double bond O. Then nitrogen having a now two non-bonding electron pair, negative charge and hydrogen. Now this will come in contact with a bromine. When this will come in contact with the bromine undergo disproportionate reactions. One bromine having a partial positive charge, second bromine having a partially negative charge. Now nitrogen will act as a best nucleophile. It will attack on bromine and this will convert it into bromamide. So nitrogen give electron pair to bromine. This electron pair, this bond will break and bromine will left here in the form of bromide ion. And as a result, we get RC double bond O N. Now one electron pair is given to bromine, so no negative charge, and it has a one hydrogen. And with this, we are getting a bromide minus ion. So whatever structure obtained to us, this is known as a bromamide, or we can say it is a N-bromamide. So first step of the reaction mechanism is amide is converted into N-bromamide. Now once again, in a step 2, bromamide will convert in the form of nitrene. So step 2 is formation of nitrene. We can say it is formation of nitrene. Now still N-bromamide having one acidic hydrogen. So now this hydroxyl group once again will attack on this hydrogens. When it attack on hydrogen, this electron of hydrogen will transfer on nitrogens. At the same time, this bromine will go with a electron. So we can say formation of nitrene by loss of bromide. We can write this thing by loss of bromide. So now this bromide ion will go with the electron pair. Hydroxyl group will be converted into water molecule. This hydroxyl group as a nucleophile attack on hydrogen, it remove. Now electron pair transfer on nitrogen. So now this nitrogen having a 2 electron pair. This electron pair transfer on nitrogen. So nitrogen having a negative charge, but this electron pair gone. So now it has a no charge. Now whatever molecule obtained, it is considered as a nitrene. So in second step, nitrene formation occur by loss of bromide ion. Now in step 3. Step 3 is formation of isocyanate. Nitrene is unstable in nature because its valency is not satisfied. Now you know that nitrogen having a generally 3 valency. So here nitrogen having only 1 valency, so nitrogen is highly unstable. So because of this is highly unstable, we can write that here nitrogen is highly unstable. So in order to obtain stability, nitrogen give it electron pair to this carbon, therefore carbon nitrogen bond formation occur. At the same time this alkyl group will transfer on nitrogen with electron pair. When alkyl group will transfer with electron pair on nitrogen, then we write this Rn. Now out of 2 nitrogen pair, this nitrogen have a given electron pair to carbon, and it has a form double bond with carbon, and carbon having a double bond with oxygen. So now whatever the structure obtained to us, this is known as a isocyanate. So now we have obtained a isocyanate in a step 3. Now in a step 4, whatever isocyanate obtained to us, it is converting in a carbamic acid. Now in isocyanate, this carbon having a partially positive charge. Oxygen is electron withdrawing group, so it has a partially negative charge, strong electron withdrawing group. Now this hydroxyl group present in a solution will attack on this carbon. When this hydroxyl group attack on this carbon, then this pi bond will break and pi bond electron will transfer on oxygen. And as a result, we are getting this type of intermediate structure, Rn double bond, and this carbon having an oxygen with electron pair. So it has a now 3 electron pair, negative charge, and hydroxyl group attached with these things. So now whatever structure obtained to us, now in our reaction medium having a water molecules. Now this water molecule will react with this structure. So water, we can write this H plus and OH minus. So this pi bond, once again rearrangement reaction occurs. This oxygen give electron pair to carbon. When this oxygen give electron pair to carbon, then this pi bond will break and this electron of pi bond will transfer on hydrogen, and once again hydroxyl group we are getting. So once again I would like to repeat, this oxygen give electron pair to carbon. So double bond formation occur between carbon and oxygen. At the same time, this pi bond will break because pi bond is comparatively weak. An electron of pi bond will transfer on hydrogen. So now we are getting this type of structure. Whatever structure obtained, we can write in this way. Now there is a hydrogen on nitrogen, carbon having a double bond with oxygen, and we have a hydroxyl group, OH ions. So whatever structure obtained to us, this structure is known as carbamic acid. Whatever structure obtained to us, it is known as a carbamic acid. And with this carbamic acid, we have this hydroxyl ion obtained back. So now whatever carbamic acid obtained to us, it undergo further reactions. So step 5, decarboxylation of carbamic acid. Now whatever step 5 is decarboxylation of carbamic acid, this hydroxyl ion will attack on these hydrogens. Now this hydrogen is acidic hydrogen more as compared to this. So now this will remove in the form of water molecule, and as a result we are getting this type of carboxylate ions. R, then after NH, here nitrogen having a non-bonding electron pair, and here we have a C double bond O, and here oxygen having a 6 electron and negative charge. Now, whatever water molecule obtained to us, it undergo further reactions. Now here, whatever the structure obtained, it is unstable in nature. So in order to obtain stability, this oxygen give electron pair to carbon. When this oxygen give electron pair to carbon, then this electron pair transfer on nitrogens and loss of carbon dioxide will occur. So we can write the structure in this way. Whatever structure obtained to us, it is carbon dioxide gas will release from this. Here oxygen give electron pair to carbon. So carbon and oxygen double bond formation occur at the same time. This electron transfer on nitrogen. As a result, we will get this structure R nitrogen having a hydrogen and electron pair and negative charge. Now in our reaction medium we have a water molecules. So now this water molecule will react with this H and OH. Nitrogen give electron pair to hydrogen. When nitrogen give electron pair to hydrogen, then as a result, I will write here for the next step. Here formation of this. So in step 5, decarboxylation occurs and we are getting nitrogen with electron pair and negative charge. Now step 6, formation of amine. Now this nitrogen having a non-bonding electron pair negative charge. So it will further react with a water molecule, undergo hydrolysis. So now it undergo hydrolysis. So nitrogen give electron pair to hydrogens and it will converting in a RNH2, means we are getting a primary amine, and with this we get hydroxyl ion back. So by using this method or mechanism, whatever NH2 amide is there, it converting in a primary amine. Now here whatever carbon dioxide obtained to us, this carbon dioxide will react with it. Whatever carbon dioxide obtained to us, this carbon dioxide react with the water. When it react with water, it is converting in a carbonic acid H2CO3. Now carbonic acid further reaction with a alkaline medium sodium hydroxide, it will converting in a sodium carbonate. So in reaction mixture, when 4 sodium hydroxide are used, we are getting byproduct will be sodium carbonate will be there. Then whatever bromide ion obtained, this bromide ion react with a sodium and converting in a sodium bromide Na2CO3. So once again, repetition of this entire mechanisms. Now step 1, formation of bromamide. Now in this formation of bromamide, we have this amide having a acidic hydrogen. So this hydroxyl group attack on these hydrogens. So now it will remove in the form of water and electron transfer on nitrogen. Now in alkali medium, bromide undergo disproportionate reactions. One will converting in positively charged species, second will converting negatively charged species. So this hydrogen will transfer on bromine. When this hydrogen electron transfer on bromine, we are getting N-bromamide and bromide ion. Now in second step, formation of nitrene by loss of bromide ion. Now still nitrogen having acidic proton, this hydroxyl group will attack on hydrogens. When it attack, this hydrogen give electron pair to nitrogen and bromide gone with a electron pair. So nitrogen having a no charge and water molecule will eliminate. So now nitrogen having a 2 non-bonding electron pair, this structure is known as a nitrene. Now nitrene in step 3, nitrene converting in a isocyanate, it is unstable. So in order to obtain stability, here nitrogen give electron pair to carbon, so double bond formation occur with the carbon and nitrogen. At the same time, this alkyl group or this hydrocarbon will transfer with electron pair on nitrogen. So formation of isocyanate occur. This is the most important step of mechanisms. Exam में different way MCQ और questions पूछे जाते हैं, JAM में पूछे जाते हैं, IIT की exam में पूछे जाते हैं. So we are getting a isocyanate. Now whatever isocyanate obtained, it is converting in a carbamic acid. Now we have hydroxyl group will attack on a carbon because carbon having a partially positive charge. Then this pi bond will break and electron of this pi bond will transfer on oxygens. So this oxygen get negative charge and hydroxyl group attached with a carbon. Now here in between nitrogen and carbon it is a pi bond. So this pi bond electron transfer on hydrogens and loss of hydroxyl ion occurs. So it is converting in a carbamic acid. Now in a step 5, carbamic acid undergo decarboxylation reactions. This hydroxyl ion whatever obtained to us, this will attack on a hydrogen, remove in the form of water molecules, and as a result we are getting this carboxylate ion. In order to obtain stability, carboxylate ion give electron to carbon, double bond formation occur and this bond will break. So decarboxylation reaction occur and as a result we are getting nitrogen with a 2 electron pair and negative charge. Now aqueous solutions, nitrogen give electron pair to hydrogens and we are getting a primary amine. So by using this method, amide is converted into primary amine. Now amide converted into primary amine, hydroxyl ion obtained back. Here whatever carbon dioxide obtained to us, this carbon dioxide can react with water, it gives a H2CO3, then after H2CO3 can react with a carbonic acid, react with a sodium hydroxide, it gives a sodium carbonate. So the very simple trick for this reaction is, the concept is during Hoffman reactions we can say that amide is converting in a primary amine. Amide is converting in a primary amine with 1 carbon less. It has a 1 carbon atom less as compared to amide. And very simple way, this alkyl group will transfer on a nitrogen. During this reaction, alkyl group transfer on nitrogen. As a result, we get a primary amine. Now it is applied for variety of purpose, various reactions. Just we will take 2 to 3 examples.